Okay, it's been a while since I've done a coding video, and that's because over the last 6 months, I was very busy. But regardless, I'm back here, and I left on strings and variables and uh, multi-line writing in Python, and I'm planning to continue from there. So today we'll be learning basic operators in Python. Now, in real life, we use addition, subtraction, multiplication. We use all these operators, or as many would know, math. And it's the same thing in Python. You can do many things, uh, a remarkable amount of things in Python that can contain math. So I can add in Python as well. So for example, the first most common basic operator may be addition for many of you. It might be multiplication or division or subtraction. I'll be starting off with addition because it's the simplest to portray here. So what we want to do is that we want to just, obviously brainstorm on what we're going to be writing and what we want it to be about. But firstly, I just like to simply say it, like, just simply put the input in and then just get the output right away. So for those that are new to Python and want to learn this right off the bat, they can see it right here. So right now I will be typing print because that's the input basically. And I'll just do 5 plus 5. This should give me 10, and 10 should be my output because using the word output is the correct term. And as you can see here, it is 10. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is very self-explanatory because 5 plus 5 equals 10, and print will output that onto the screen, hence leaving 10. Now, let's make this a little more complicated. Um, let's set variables. And when we set variables, if you guys don't remember, variables are basically a placeholder for a value. So A can be equal to 5, and so can B be equal to 6. Now, we can replace 5 with A, and we can replace 6 with B. So let me show this to you right now. Print 5 plus 6. Now, we see the numbers here, right? But because we have placeholders for these values, A for being 5 and B for 6, we can replace the values with their placeholders. It's kind of like in math when you are trying to find X. Those who are in the grades 6 and above, they will know that in many mathematical questions, you have to sometimes find X or a variable. And you can substitute variables and numbers reversely. Over here, we can do the same thing as well. We can make this A, and we can make 6 B. Now, these are letters though, but they're gonna give us 11, or at least they should, because 5 is equal to A and 6 is equal to B. These two can be reversed. Hence, we should be getting 11 here. And it is 11. So this is pretty simple, and even if you want, you can you can put this into a string. And if you don't remember what a string is, it's basically just a sentence in Python. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a very basic operator. And now we can move on to subtraction, another very commonly used basic operator in this world. um, it's pretty self-explanatory. Instead of the addition sign, we'll put the subtraction. So I can just do this. So print B minus A. We reverse these two because B is of a greater value here, as it is equal to 6, and A is of a lesser value because it is equal to 5. If we were to make A minus B a thing, then we'd be getting a negative numerical. So for now, we'll just be sticking to the positive side of the number scale, and we should be receiving 1 as the answer here in our output. And it is 1. Now, the next basic operator is addition. Sorry, not addition. It's multiplication. Print. Now, multiplication sign is normally the star, and it is on the keyboard. It is known as the asterisk. This asterisk can be typed if you type Shift 8. So Shift 8 will give you this. This is a star, and this represents multiplication in computer languages. Now I'm going to make this. Now multiplication can be irreversible, so A and B don't have to be in a fixed position. But for now, we'll make A first. So 5 times 6 is equal to 30. And because we're inputting 5 times 6 here, we should be getting 30 in our output. It's 30. Furthermore, and lastly, we will have division. Division is represented as /, this thing right here. And division is also irreversible, but I like to be sticking to whole numbers mainly. Now I know that A and B won't be whole numbers, so I'm going to be setting new values, so that when we divide them, we'll be getting a whole number. Just for the sake of understanding in this video, we'll be doing it like this. So let's set a new value. C equals 10, D equals 2. Oh, sorry, that's not going to work. D equals 200. Now, many of you might know what I'm trying to do here. It's going to become, I'm going to try to do 10 divided by 2, and that will give me 5. So let's do this. Print 10 divided by 2. Now, this should give me 5, so let's see. It's 5.0. There's a 0.0 there. For those that don't know, there's a 0.0 after every number that you multiply, divide. There's a 0.0 for actually every number, but we don't normally write this in the real world because 0.0 doesn't hold any significance unless there's a number that's not 0 after this 0. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, we can do many more things, like insert this into a string, insert this into you know, many more things, but for now I'm just gonna leave it here, and you guys can toy around with this if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching my video.